Hi everyone, it's Lillian. I have not done a spirit video in a long time, and we're going to do it a little bit differently. I used to use the tarot with it, but this time I'm going to use a little card deck. There's like 90 something cards here that I used to pull at the end of the videos. And we're going to see who of your family members and loved ones in spirit come through and what they give me to say. So there might be pauses and so on. And I'm going to trust as I cut this deck that it's going to be aligned with information or little clues or messages from your loved ones, whether or not the person I'm talking to is one of your loved ones. So pay attention to the cards, okay? So the first person that I have with me is, I'm getting the number 22. So this could be a date, death date, a birth date, the age, whatever, okay? So 22, this is a young guy. He's wearing like a black tank style shirt. He has dark hair. Okay, and this is the first card that came up, okay? I'm just going to hold that up so you can read it. And there's an energy, he's saying, I'm getting the word revenge, okay, revenge. And let me see how he's talking about that. There's like a female involved with him, or was involved with him. It just feels like there was some negative energy, possibly from a female, that contributed to his, not maybe directly to his passing, but to his situation or issues, okay? He's talking about how he should have trusted someone else more. So perhaps someone else had, or you had tried to help him or tried to give him truth and honesty. There's also an older person who possibly is either in spirit or with him. Okay, this is an older lady, like a grandmother, because she's sewing or knitting or doing something like that. Okay, so let's see what else he has before I move on to someone else. But he's saying everything is all right with him now, not to worry. Okay, so there's no worry, because now he's saying he is whole and complete. So there is no, lack in spirit. Once your spirit leaves the ego and the body, there is no lack. He is 100% okay, a 100%, wonderful. He's standing up tall, and at first he wasn't. When he started talking to me, he was like kind of looking down at the ground and a little bit not looking at me, but now he's like standing tall. He's looking at me, which indicates, that he is fully okay, all right, in the spirit world. All right, there is a little dog here also, so I don't know if this is a dog that is with him from, his family, your family, whatever, but there's a little dog, a little kind of a scruffy, it could be more than one color, but I'm getting like a dark color, a little bit longer coat, just like curly, like a Yorkie, kind of a coat. So there's a little dog there around him as well. Let's see what the next card will be. All right, let me hold it up here so you can see it. So if somebody's pet is here, he's like getting really close to my face. Like this could be something that they used to do with you, like really get close to my face, and I see his little tongue. He's like licking something or maybe they licked your face or whatever. And I don't care if that sounds trivial or obvious. Okay, I have to give you what I'm receiving, and it will click with the right person. So, yeah, that energy came through also. All right. You're lighting a candle, and it's like a taper candle. You're lighting a taper candle or something like a candle for the memory of, I'm getting two things here. Either in memory of someone who has been lost, in spirit, and they're aware of that candle. It's almost like you're lighting the candle for a different reason, like maybe dinner or a romantic dinner or something like that. But as you light the candle, all of a sudden you have a thought of a specific person in spirit, as like a side thought. Well, that thought is that person coming close to you and coming to you and giving you that thought, okay, telepathically. So just suddenly out of the blue, you think of them as you're lighting a candle when you weren't really lighting it necessarily for that purpose, but it kind of turned into that. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Now, this grandmother lady is here also and coming back up. Let me see what I just heard a stitch in time saves 9. Is that correct? Not sure if that's what it is. You might look that up and see what the meaning of it is, or if that was something she used to say. And, she was just stitching or doing something like crochet or whatever. So that would apply to her. Now, all these things could apply to her, spirit, or could apply to you or someone even close to you in the same family. All right. She's showing me a little boy. So you might have a son. I feel like this little boy is autistic. Now, this boy could be in spirit, or I can't tell when they show me spirit. I can't really tell whether they're in spirit or whether they're trying to show me someone who's living. So I have to tell you that. But I feel like this little boy has some form or some degree of autism. Okay. And she's just saying that, it's fine. Everything is going to be fine. And she's wanting you to just trust. Have faith, trust. She must have been a very, I hate to say religious, but a woman of faith, let's say, a woman of strong faith. Okay, I'm getting like, what doesn't blow you down will make you stronger. Okay, like the analogy of a tree, that bends with the wind because it allows itself to be bent, and the tree that is stiff and doesn't allow that breaks. Okay, so it's kind of like bend with the wind, is the message here, and that's a message for everyone. All these messages for everyone who, wants to take them to heart. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else from her. And leave in the comments if these cards are triggering any memories or any alignments with your people in spirit and that sort of thing. Let me know. Let me know how you like the reading at all, because if no one likes it, there's no point in me doing it. And YouTube is pretty much against me anyway. So these things don't go very far. All right, let's see. Even though I think they should. So let's see who else is here. All right, there's a gentleman here. He's wearing like dark framed glasses. He appears pretty tall. It's hard to judge height when you're staring at your mind's eye. But he seems to be very tall, slim. He's wearing a nice shirt tucked in, belt, just well dressed. Feels like he would have been a professional type person, a father, maybe like an engineer, or just some very teacher, like a profession, like a professional, something like that everyone is aware of, like a scientist. I'm getting, okay. So if that wasn't his profession, it was an interest or something that he liked to read about and to explore. Knowledge was like very big for this person. I'm getting also an F, like Fred, kind of a name. Names are hit or miss, so okay, Fred. All right. I'm feeling like he's very on point. He's very, precise, kind of a person. He didn't waver from his what he figured out was the right thing or whatnot, but he would definitely put work into it and put thought into it and put education into it and all these facets and aspects before making a decision. He says it was kind of rough to be around him sometimes because of this, characteristic of his. So maybe it was hard to sway or try to sway him in any other direction once he made up his mind. So there could have been, some stubbornness regarding him. He's like realizing that the path isn't always clear, cut and dry. So this is kind of an apology or a realization that he's coming forward with, that kind of saying like you were right, to maybe go with the flow sometimes, or not be so cut and dry, not be so like he was. Okay, so he's like talking about admiring your freedom and your ability to move and roll, and flow. Okay. So he sees that now, of course, in spirit, they see everything, but just that's the message he's giving. There is a cat with him. He's petting the cat. Okay, so if you had a cat that passed, he's with this cat. It looks kind of, I don't know all my different cats, but it looks a little more like Siamese type coloring. Yeah, but very friendly, very, kind and sweet kitty, or that could be a kitty you have now. Okay, because he is around you. So maybe your cat sometimes displays some unique behavior, like there's someone there. All right, like staring into something that's not there. Pets can see spirit. So maybe he's around you. I'm seeing someone dipping a fountain, the pen, like a quill or a pen, into ink. So maybe someone here is into calligraphy or something like that, or just writing. Okay. Let's see, does he have anything else he wants to talk about? Also, somebody's showing me roller skates. Okay, there might be something significant about roller skates. It could be a photo that you have or a memory that you have regarding roller skates. Could be a birthday party or a birthday gift that you remember. I expect to see some comments. Okay. Okay, you guys. All right. It's so not fun for me to do these things and not get any feedback. So yeah. Okay, so let's see if there's anyone else here before we kind of wrap it up. Anyone else coming forward? There is okay, there's a little boy here, very cute, kind of has hair almost like a bowl cut, you know, that little boy, little bowl cut kind of hair, thick, like a lighter color, not dark, but more like a medium brown color. Okay, there is definitely either he did some things that were like, I don't know if he was on TV or commercials, or I feel like the kid has this energy of being, like a little performer, or that was just his personality. But I feel almost like he was, yeah, or maybe he looked like a famous kid, and people would say that all the time. I don't know, but there's some connection to like a famous kid or being an actor or something like that. Okay, he's saying, Mom, I love you, and I'm okay, I'm fine, don't worry about me. I feel like he's with you, and he's like seeing everything that's going on, because I feel like you think, oh, I wish he was here to see this, and he's coming in saying, I see it all, I don't miss anything. Okay, I'm there. Okay, and there's, again, I'm seeing, now this time I'm seeing like someone lighting birthday candles on a cake. So maybe recently there was a birthday celebration and you thought, oh, I wish he was here. Or maybe you said you kind of celebrated his birthday in heaven, or, his real birthday, but he's in heaven. Okay, so he knows. He's showing me that you're lighting these birthday candles. You're also rolling something up. Okay, so I don't know what this is. It doesn't look like string or yarn. It looks bigger, like some kind of fabric, or even could be like rolling socks. You know how you roll socks up? Maybe you're doing that now, or just did it. Or if you were rolling up streamers or something from the party. Okay, so you know how you put it and roll it around your fingers in your hand, and then you take your hand out? It looks like that. So let me know, okay? Let's pull one more card. Let me see if there's anything else from him. He just keeps, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Keeps repeating, I love you, I love you, I love you. And he's just a very dear boy, just like squeezing you and touching your face. So maybe you feel like something brushes up against your face sometimes. And that's like what he's showing me. He touches you. He touches your arm, like with one finger. So sometimes you might feel like something has barely touched you, and you're thinking, what was that? That's weird, or whatever. And he's giving me that, like he's just like poking at you a little sometimes. Okay. All right. He's also doing something with the lights. So the lights are dimming, or they're flickering, or they're turning on and off. Something to do with the lights. He says it takes more energy to do that or something, but he's showing me that. Okay. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. So I'll be reading your comments. Thanks a lot. Take care.